Hi, girly.
Hi, girly.
I'm Eliana,
I'm Derek.
and this is
The book club
For the Girlies. On today's episode, we are diving back into.
Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh.
Yep. Okay, but before we get
Mhm.
into that, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and that you're subscribed to this channel. Make sure that you hit the notification bell to be notified for whenever we're posting. What else they gotta do?
Make sure that you are following us on all of the socials. Our links are down in the description box below. We are going to get into this book.
Yes.
So if you do not like spoilers, please just turn the volume down low, not off. Let us get the view count. Go read the book and then come back and comment for real and watch the video for real. And when you are commenting, make sure that you are always being kind, and that's kind to each other, kind to us, and kind to the author.
Thank you.
Now, with all that business done, let's get into it.
Okay, hopping right into moments. You got any moments you want to share, pal?
See, Senorita Rita.
Senorita.
First, I just wanted to say what my quotes were that I said I related to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because they're kind of moments. She says, their friendship meant more to me than they would ever know, giving me a support system that I desperately needed and a buffer in times of panicked uncertainty. I thought that was really sweet.
That is sweet. So you related to that?
In a sense. But I do. Especially, I related to it specifically because she was like the new kid and she had those friends, and I was like, I've been in that situation. And the friends I made during that time were amazing. Shout out to Danielle.
I knew you were gonna say that.
And this is where I really related to her. She said, in my world, invisibility equaled safety. I was happy to be wallpaper and blend in. And I was saying that to you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That like that's literally how I like to operate. I'm like, you don't see me. I'm not here. Leave me alone. I was like, I feel you go. And it definitely stems from, I was like, that definitely stems from, I mean, I've always been that way, an element of me, but definitely going to the high school I went to because it was so big. And I was really, it was so foreign to me, especially from our middle school to my high school. It was just like a culture shock. And yeah, that's how I survived. So I think I've really been on that wave for 16 years.
I think I beat you. I've definitely been on it since middle school. Definitely middle school. Was like, would like to disappear. Bye.
Ooh, okay, it was Gipsy.
My first moment is also Gipsy.
It was Gipsy, and he's talking to Johnny about Claire, and he says, look at her, Johnny, look how beautiful the girl is. Christ, it might be the sunshine, might be that sunshine hair, but I swear she glows. Johnny's like, don't even think about it. And he's like, I won't for now, but I have a feeling that I'm going to marry her. Yeah. And I said, what? I really melted. I was like, this little boy here, he's so cute.
I got a feeling too.
Right. Even Johnny was like, what? Because who talks like that? We're kids.
Right.
He was like, it was so too funny. Weird. Even for him.
Is it? And now that I'm thinking about it, is it Gipsy or is it Gypsy?
Oh, they said Gipsy because his last name's Gibson. Gypsy is nasty.
I mean, anyway. So my first moment was also a Gipsy moment, and he shows up in Johnny's car with Shannon's file. And all I sang, you're a true friend, because you knew I needed that. And he said it. He was like, I knew your little stalker self was going to be looking for her file, so I got it for you. Here you.
Crazy clock's crazy. Something you would do.
No.
Not the file, but you'd
pull
up, you'd be like,
oh, I'd pull up what you need to know.
Exactly.
I would.
You'd come with the facts and be like,
I knew you were going to ask me.
Yep.
So here we are. Here's my own file.
Relax. Stop being like that.
It's the perks of being my friend.
Perks, anxiety. Sure. Uh,
I got another give moment.
Let me hear it.
I just said, the whole time you're just cracking up with him. Like when he talks about Johnny's injury, and Johnny says, Johnny says, there are some things in life that we don't share, Gibbs. It reminded me of like we should really know less about each other. Like
It reminded me of us, actually.
Yes. Except you're the
No,
nosier
I'm
one.
Gipsy. Yeah, I'm Gipsy. That moment. It's like, girl,
please
spare me. And I'm like, no.
spare me, and I'm not telling you.
Let me know.
No.
Ridiculous. Okay, my next moment was when they're at the rugby game, and he gets hurt, and he's with the medic. Johnny, I keep saying he. Johnny's with the medic. Johnny, and he looks toffee, toffee. Sorry, and he looks into the crowd, and he's like staring dead at.
Yeah, he is.
And Shannon, and she goes crap. She was like unsure of what to do, but knowing what I needed to do something, I turned my face into Claire's neck and hissed, "Hide me!" And I was like, "Yes." Because like, what do I do? I don't know. Why are you staring at me? Hide me is insane. Girl, grow up.
Honestly, it's like you put your face in her neck. How are you gonna hide? It's like you know how dogs will put their face in a corner of a wall and be like, "You can't see me." Yes, I
see
can.
you.
Everybody can see you. But no, that was insane. That he just like clocked her with like hundreds of people. Right, with hundreds of people in the stand. You clock me.
I also related to that. I was also like, ah. But again, it's the like, I don't want you to. Why are you noticing me?
What are we doing? Why are you looking at me? What am I supposed to do?
Get your stitches. Get your band-aid and go play. Oh my god. You want me? I'm not there yet. I'm just
okay.
I'm just a girl.
The next moment I have was when he took her to Biddy's for the first time and he confronted her bullies and the bar owner and he kept calling her his girlfriend.
I was like, what's wrong with this boy?
I had a ball reading that. And
that whole scene was so good.
And then, like maybe some pages later, he tells Cormac, Brian, whatever, Bella's boyfriend, he tells her, keep your girlfriend away from mine and we'll be rosy. And Cormac's like,
you got a girlfriend?
Huh?
Who your girlfriend? He's like, I mean, me. I highlighted that too. He's like, me. Yeah, leave me alone. And then he was like, but Shannon. And it was like, boy.
You meant what you meant. Okay, your girlfriend.
Gipsy again. When the kid, the coach's nephew, was being a weirdo with Shannon, and Gipsy stopped. It's like, Gipsy intervened, and he was like, I was only being friendly to her. He was like, that didn't sound friendly, kid. He said, that sounded desperate and a little rapist-y. And I was like, yes.
That was one of my quotes, because I was like, absolutely, thank you.
Gipsy's I think that's what I was like, I really love Gipsy.
Yes.
He's really fantastic. One of them ones.
How rare is it for a boy to do that?
He was like, you're not well in the head, brother.
Right, don't do that. Push up on a girl. She says no, and you're over here trying to make her?
No means no, brother. No means no.
Right. So, the next moment, I'll start it off with the quote that I read. It said, Morose, I made my way across the road to the chip shop and ordered 6 cheeseburgers and 2 bags of chips. I said, now why would you ever in your life have 6 cheeseburgers, my boy? This was Johnny. Why would you have 6 cheeseburgers? 6? 6.
And curry fries.
I don't care how big you are. That should be illegal. 6? No.
Cause he had got some for Gibbsy, and then what happened?
He got one for Gibbs, and he ate it.
He ate it. Oh my
That was
gosh. Why would you even tell me? My next moment is Joey talking to, what's the girlfriend name again? Aoife.
Effa.
Effa. Effie was supposed to. I'm sorry. Um, and he was like, she was like, do y'all have anyone you can call? You know, she's like concerned. She's like, what's going on here? Like, this is crazy. And he was like, myself and Shannon have each other. That's it. And I was like, period. I like that.
Okay. Oh, actually, my next moment is also Joey.
Look at us.
But it's the moment that he left her.
Mm,
That broke my heart. I even felt betrayed by that one. I
I
was
did
like,
too.
how could you do that to her?
On her birthday. Yeah, it was terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Also, when his mom, okay, I don't think it was meant to be funny, but I was cracking up
Which
when
one?
she was freaking out. When she finds out that he's obviously not a virgin, and
Oh,
she's
that was
crying.
hilarious. I loved that moment.
It killed me. She was like 13, and she was like, she was like, I blame the rugby for this. And he was like, for what? She was like, for you losing your innocence. And then she was like, and she was like, she's in your bedroom. And he was like, because you brought her here. Like, this is all your fault. Like, you're freaking out. And you did this.
Right.
Chill out, Ma. All right. So let's move it on into quotes. Let me hear what you got, E.
Okay. So Johnny's like, why are you not helping me with this situation? And Gibbsy's like, I did tell you to stop like 2 minutes ago. I told you to stop staring at her like a creeper. And yet here you are, still effing her with your eyes and still looking like someone crapped in your cornflakes. What am I supposed to do with you?
Really? What more do you want from me?
I just loved him so much.
What do you want me to do?
And then right after that, I had the rapisty comment, and what I wrote was, "Do we need more reasons for Gibbsy to be the resident favorite?
Come on.
We don't."
Period. My next quote is her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Lady stresses me out.
Girl. And she's like going back and forth with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I'm tired of this, Shannon. I'm exhausted from living like this, and I'm tired of being judged by my own children. Are you?
Mm.
Are you?
You would act differently.
You're not tired.
Right.
You're not even sleepy.
My next quote was, this was when Johnny was giving Shannon a ride home. This might have been the first time because she was telling him about his injury. And I don't know, he went off, of course. He was sensitive about his injury. And he asks her, what are you thinking? And she goes, I think this was a terrible mistake. I should have never accepted a lift from you. I think you overreacted tonight. I think you handled yourself terribly. And I think it would be best if you and I didn't talk anymore.
I was like, period,
I
Mrs.
said, YGG, Shannon! I was so happy to see her stand up for herself in front of someone who could have scared the crap out of her in different circumstances. And she didn't care.
At all. She was like...
She said the truth.
And it tore him up.
It did.
He was like, she was just gonna walk away from me. I was calling her name. She just walked away.
Yes.
And then she did the next day. He was like, she walked away from me again. More Shannon and her mom. Shannon was like saying that she was like, like scared to be late to get home. And her mom was like, Shannon, you don't have to feel scared to come home. She's like, don't I? And then later on,
be nice.
Like, what are you talking about? And then she says to her mother, you're so concerned with fighting the bullies at school, Mom. I sobbed, tears streaming down my cheeks, when the biggest bully of them all lives under this roof. My mother flinched like I had physically slapped her. I had. And I was like, but you should have. But I guess you can't slap a pregnant lady.
Or your mother.
Oh, right, yeah. Definitely not your mom. You definitely cannot slap your mom. On the off chance she watches this.
my next quote is Gibbsy. And this is when it's the night that they all just get trashed and Joey happens to pick Johnny up.
Yes.
And Gibbs literally stops Joey's car with his own, like, he gets in front of the car so Joey has to brake, and he has his hands on the roof of the car. He's like, give me back my center, losing his mind. But he's so Johnny's like, I thought you went home with Huey, but he said Huey was stopped by the guardie. And he's like, okay, but Huey was above board. He hadn't been drinking. And Gibbsy goes, he looked at me, Johnny, shone his big effing torch right in my eyes. I panicked and I jumped out of the car. I've been running around town ever since. I tried to call you, but you kept cutting me off. I've been running around. I jumped out of the car.
Gib, yeah, you don't need
I've
to
been
drink no
running
more.
around town ever since. Do you know how to get home? Why did you just run home? Why did you run around town? That's insane.
When Johnny confronts the bullies at the bar, he said, and when you F with her, you F with me. I said, period. Period. Come battle like that, brother.
Okay, my next one. It's Joey saying this, and he goes, friend. My sister needs a friend, Kavanaugh. She doesn't need to be getting her hopes up on a guy who'll be gone come the summer. And I just loved that Joey said this rather than saying, I'll kill you if you hurt her. Because, like, no, let's be realistic here. I'm asking you to be thoughtful and realistic when you're dealing with my sister.
Period. That's it.
That's it.
And then my next quote was, I think it's the same day, but it's also Joey, and he says, if you want to know what goes on inside that head of hers, then be worth it. And I said, ooh, be worth it. Go ahead, brother. That's why all my brothers come about me.
Exactly.
Earn her.
So then, another Gib quote. He goes, even though it'll never work, you're doomed to fail, and I'll more than likely end up giving the best man speech at your wedding at some ridiculously young age because you'll have bulldozed the crap out of things. For now, I will absolutely help you bury your head in the sand. I said, friendship.
Okay.
And that also really reminded me of us. We will, like, I'm down for the Delulu, so are you. I'm going to tell you ahead of time, this is delusional.
No, this is not right.
But I'm going to do it.
I'm standing by your side, but you need to know. You need to know that you're insane.
I need you to know you're not going to get the result that you want.
But let's do it. It's so true.
So my final quote is it's the moment when Johnny and his mom are talking about his virginity. He goes, no, Ma, I dropped my head in my hands and fought back the urge to effing cry. I'm not a virgin.
Why are you about to cry? Why y'all so dramatic?
This author, Chloe Walsh, has a talent for writing funny scenes.
Yeah.
I feel like not everybody knows how to be funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was good. I was like, why? It was so dramatic.
Like, I held back the urge to cry.
Cause like, what? He was like, where's my dad? Like, why is she here?
No, but like, why would you not be in that? So, we will now move into theories if you have any. Because I don't have any theories.
I don't have any theories.
Okay. So we'll actually move into what did you learn? Got anything?
What did you learn?
So, why are you making me go first?
I like it when you go first.
Oh my. Okay, so I've learned that I haven't changed, you know? I still love a cliche little love story. A bad romance novel is my real vibe. My real vibe, you guys, is a real,
like a trashy romance one? Really?
Yeah, I love that. Like, it just needs to be done right though. Because like the other book that we read, that wasn't it.
It was just bad.
Yeah. But yeah, when it's done right, oh, I love a trashy little romance novel. It's amazing. Give me a cliche. Anyway.
I don't know that I love cliches. I do. I guess when they're done right, like you said, because these are like cliche characters.
Mm-hmm.
But their story, but nothing about them is really like I'm enjoying it.
I feel like it is because it's like boy who wants to save her so
Right.
bad, and
I mean, it's not annoying. Like, you know what I
yeah.
mean? It's not done in a way that makes me like I don't know what that is. What's that? Like I'm not like
Like
bothered. Yeah,
disgusted.
I'm not bothered by it. I'm like, oh, I'm following it. Like I'm, and it was written so well that I felt like each chapter could be an episode. Like that's how
Yeah.
much was happening.
Yeah.
And then they had like funny titles, but I'm like, oh, these are the episode names.
Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely genuinely interested
Hmm.
in each of the characters and what was going on
Yeah,
with everybody. So, I think that makes for a better trope
yeah,
because it definitely fits into that specific trope.
yeah. I realized I could read a romance story that really didn't have that like. I don't like slow burns.
Mm.
Like I hate it, but I didn't love season two of Bridgerton as much as I loved season one
Mm.
because it was such a slow burn. I'm like, no. And I also didn't feel the like angstiness that I felt between Simon and
Oh,
Daphne. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that was just
I
like
love
off the wall.
I love an angst. And honestly, Bridgerton was not done very well in my view because the book was much
It gave it
better.
so much more. I'll find out one day. But I enjoyed this and like I said before, I enjoyed it to the fact where I wasn't like just be together already. You
Yeah.
know, I was like, wait, I'm enjoying this. Okay.
Yeah. No, it made sense too, because like you said, they're teenagers and also the time frame is like January to like April. We don't need to speed it up. So I think we are wrapping this episode up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
Please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you are notified from whenever we're posting.
Hmm. Make sure that you are following us on all of the socials. The links are down below in the description box.
Stay tuned for our next episode because, oh, honey, we have to continue this.
We are reading Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh, and it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, we definitely know it's going to be epic. So,
Mm-hmm.
can't wait to catch you there. See you at the next meeting, girlies.
Bye,
Bye,
girlie.
girlies.